Here's a look at the Cowon iAudio 9, or also known as the Cowon i9. It is the third in the, I guess we'll call it I series, or iAudio series, which was first started here by the iAudio 6. The iAudio 7 was very similar to this, except for it had a flash in it instead. So you can see it's quite a big improvement in form factor in this series of players. The i9 is just so much easier to hold, easier to use, although you will notice that it still has some of the same characteristics as far as the U, or the controls for the UI. Has this similar, they called it swing touch, and they put that back there on the i9. Just to give you a size comparison, here is the S9. This is the AMO LED screen, kind of their flagship player right now. Quite a big difference. So, kind of big difference in categories. The nice thing about the i9 is, like the S9, it plays Xvid natively. Drag and drop all your torrent content. On the side, you have your volume up and down, microphone, flat back there. The other side, you have a menu button and on, off, and hold switch. And on the front there, like I showed you before, your navigation controls and a little speaker. Now on the bottom, you have your headphone jack, place for a lanyard, and the USB connection. Now this is it's an odd USB connection, proprietary, so you do need a special special cable. You're gonna have to carry an extra cable to sync that with your computer. This is also where you get your video out. It would have been nicer if they would have put the video out in the headphone jack and given this a standard micro USB, the similar ones that the phone companies have agreed upon. And we'll dive in here to the UI. Now the home screen is, you can select one of two. What I like here that they've done is this is kind of a one-to-one menu. So, for instance, you can't keep scrolling to the end there, and it's just kind of got the whole swing of the menu. Now the second menu, if you press and hold the menu button, you get this cool little clock UI there. Then you have your continuously scrolling menu at the bottom. This screen too, you can put a background on. Music browsing similar to the i7, i6. A little awkward at first. Not quite what you're used to. I wouldn't quite call it intuitive, but once you figure it out, I think you'll be good to go. Just may take some time to get used to. But you have file folder browsing. If you want to keep your collection organized yourself, and then metadata browsing, artist, album, song, genre, years, and all that stuff. Now, one nice thing that they've added here was this cool pop-up menu. If you hold down the pause play, you can add favorites, delete the song, go back to your list, view only bookmark files, or just your favorites. Your favorites act kind of as a on the go list. So this will just show what I've added there, and then to jump back, go back to your list. And that's a similar way that you will add bookmarks and add to your favorite list. And of course you can add your playlists by music software or the Cowon Jet Audio. And then you press the menu to get back to the screen. Now it's really nice. Cowon added support for native Xvid Playback. So Xvid Playback up to DVD quality. So you can just pretty much drag and drop, throw anything on there, any kind of Xvid file on there under DVD quality or under, and it'll play. Looks really nice. Let's play a. This is the Cowon promo. Hopefully YouTube won't yank it off for copyright issues, but really nice looking screen. Definitely something you could take on the plane and watch. Now I got about two or three movies in, so it's going to depend on the Xvid quality. Anywhere between 5 and 7 hours. It's kind of fluctuated in between there for me, for just straight video. Pictures, about same thing as what you would expect. Thumbnail browsing. And if you wanted to add this to the background, you would choose that right there. Now that is part of, switch that to the other one, the clock in the middle and it's down on the bottom. You can read documents, text documents. And you can change the background color and text size. Similar to some of Cowon's other stuff. Radio works well. Voice recorder, flash, and settings. Like all of Cowon's players, you have your jet effects, jet audio, BBE, really nice EQ, and effects if you like those. EQ is really nice because you can select the width and the frequencies of the cutoffs. I found this really useful for my Denon AH and D5000s. Just tweaking the nicer headphones to match the player. Now the built-in speaker, nothing you really want to listen to all the time, but it's nice to just quickly audition some music, or it's nice to have for video. You might want to listen to some audiobooks or podcasts on it, but it's not very loud and something you probably want to listen to in a quiet room by yourself. Not so much a noisy office. But that's basically it. It's the Cowon iAudio 9.